We're now on to task 6 of your reggae composition. Your learning intentions are to understand what a riff is and to know how to write a riff in bass clef for chords 1, 4, 5 and 6 in G major. You'll be successful if you can write your own bass riff for chords 1, 4, 5 and 6 in G major. So, a riff is just a short repeated musical pattern. Riffs are commonly played on electric guitars and bass guitars and are used in many genres of music. You can go back into this sway yourself and have a listen to these 2 videos. These show examples of really famous guitar riffs and bass riffs as well. You will be writing out a bass guitar riff for your reggae composition. You'll be given a choice of 3 rhythms to choose from, and will then create your riffs using this rhythm and the notes of the triad. Since your riff is for bass guitar, you'll need to write it in bass clef. The notes in bass clef are slightly different to treble clef. In class notebook, you'll copy out the staves below and write out 1 bar of your bass riff for the chords 1, 4, 5 and 6 in G major. You will use the notes of the triad, so you can look back to task 4, but convert them to bass clef and use one of the riff rhythms below. So you've got 3 riff rhythms here. You can choose either 1, 2 or 3. Doesn't matter which one you choose, it's totally up to you. If you choose riff 1, for example, you'll use riff 1 for each of these bars. And you've got a bass clef G major scale written here for you. So, as an example, I have chosen riff rhythm number 1. So I've chosen this rhythm. I have looked back and worked out that the notes of the triad in G major are G, B and D. So I looked back to task 4 and I checked my notes of a G major triad are G, B and D. And I know where these notes sit in bass clef. So I've just looked at this scale. I know that G is here, B is here and D is here. You can use any G, so you can use either this one or this one, but I've just chosen the first one. I have played the notes on a keyboard and have decided that I want to put them in this order. This is what my riff in G major looks like. So I've taken this rhythm, I've got 2 crotchets, a quaver, a crotchet and a quaver. So 2 crotchets, a quaver, crotchet and a quaver. And I've just used my notes of the G major triad, G, B and D, to put them in this order. I played around on a keyboard and I decided that I wanted to have 2 Gs at the beginning because I thought that sounded nice. Then a B, D, and then I've moved back to B. You can use the notes of the triad in any order. Just try and use the root note as the first note. And I've decided that this is what my G major riff looks like. Now you're ready to complete task 6, bass riff assignment in class notebook. So, this has pretty much the same information as in the sway. In your jotter, copy out the staves below and write out 1 bar of your bass riff for chords 1, 4, 5 and 6 in G major. Use the notes of the triad, so you can look back to task 4 to see what the notes are. So here is task 4, you should have already completed this table. These are the notes of the triad. And one of the riff rhythms below. Take a photo and upload to this page once you've completed it. So you're just going to copy this into your jotter. You're choosing one of these rhythms, and here's your G major scale and bass clef, so you know where the notes should sit. Choose either rhythm 1, 2 or 3 to complete your bass riff in the bars above. You should only use one of these patterns and adjust the notes based on the chord. Remember that you need to use the notes in bass clef since you're writing for bass guitar. You may wish to try it out on a keyboard first before you decide on a riff. Once you've completed this task, take a photo, upload to here, and then submit in class notebook. Submit to assignments.